Hey there, this is John Henney, and I want to talk to you about why you're not getting students from Facebook or why you suck at Facebook. And I can say that because I sucked at Facebook, absolutely. Now you're probably wondering why a voice teacher from Los Angeles is going on and on about Facebook advertising. Shouldn't you just be talking about the voice? Well, what happened with me is I decided to open this huge music academy, invested a lot of money, and it became this perfectly engineered machine for losing money. It was almost genius how this thing was able to lose money. So I went from being quite comfortable, I'd done very well teaching private voice, to beginning to be in a bit of a panic as I saw everything just evaporating. So what I did is I decided to create an online course to help train voice teachers and to market that, because that's what I knew how to do. I'd had a lot of experience training voice teachers, and I had to learn how to market this thing. And so what I did is I jumped into studying Facebook advertising like crazy. I mean, I went to seminars and bought all kinds of courses. And I took what was out there, which was mainly for people selling online product. And I thought, okay, how do I take these concepts and apply it to my private teaching studio, or my music academy in this case? So what I've done is I've identified common mistakes, because as I was able to grow my business, I started helping other teachers with their business. And I noticed they were making the same mistakes that I had made. So here are my top three, the three deadly sins of Facebook. And see if any of these resonate with you, because these are all mistakes that I made over and over again. Number one is not investing in ads. You know, it used to be a few years ago, you could have your business page and you get a lot of people to like it. And when you put up a post, Facebook would distribute it to all the people who like your page. Now, only 1 to 2% of people who like your page will ever see your posts because Facebook wants to get paid. So even if you've done a great job and you've got 2,000 people who like your page, maybe 20 people will see it. It's just not getting out there. So Facebook isn't going to promote your posts without you paying the piper. You're going to have to pay Facebook. Now the good news is, if you do it right, you will see a many-fold return on that money. When I first started doing this, and I kind of nervously invested about $300 or $400, and that month I saw my revenues increase 3,000. And since I've started doing this, my music academy has actually tripled in revenue in just over a year, and is now well into 6 figures. And trust me, it was not before. And this idea of just posting and creating all these clever posts, you're not going to go viral. And even if you do go viral, it's not going to be for the reasons that people want to study with you or give you money. You may come up with some clever meme or something like that, but it's really not going to do anything to promote your business. It's vanity metrics. Look, we all like to be liked. We go on Facebook and there's comments and there are likes. That's great. But the bottom line is, you need people to come to your studio or music academy and pay you for your services. And likes don't pay the rent. Now, the second mistake is only boosting your posts. Now, this is infinitely better than doing nothing. But the problem with boosting posts, you know, Facebook, they kind of use boosting as like a little gateway drug. It's very, very simple. When you make a post on your business page, they say, would you like to boost this for $10 or $20? And you boost it out to people who like your page. The problem is, it's the wrong objective. You know, in all of their ads, Facebook has a series of different objectives. And depending on the objective that you choose, they will show it to different people. So if your objective is to get people to watch a video and you choose that, they're going to show it to people who tend to like to watch videos. If you want people to buy something, they will tend to show it to people who are pretty active with purchasing online. Well, when you choose boosting, they're just showing it to people who like to like things. Oh yeah, I like that, I like that. They tend to putter around on Facebook and like stuff. So what you're going to do when you boost your post is you're going to get likes, but they're not necessarily going to show it to people who are going to take action and become your customers. And then the other problem is, if you've done what most of us do and we set up our page, you go out and you get all your friends and your family to like it. Are they going to buy from you? No. So it's wasted money, it's wasted time. As a matter of fact, when you set up your business page, I encourage you to not invite friends and family to like your page. It just kind of skews the results. You actually want legitimate people who are going to buy from you. Entertain your friends and family on your personal page. And you're not getting to cold audiences. Now, in my teachings on this, and in my course on Facebook advertising, I teach people about different audience temperatures. There's cold, warm, and hot. And cold audiences are people who don't know who you are. And if you're just boosting them, you're missing out on the biggest audience segment. This is the fresh blood. These are the waters you need to go fishing in to get people to be aware of you, to want to come and become clients of yours. Number 3, not retargeting. So this is the big fancy internet marketer word, but retargeting is basically going after people who have been to your website. Have you ever done this and you've gone and looked at a product online? Then you go back to Facebook or elsewhere on the internet and that product follows you around. That's retargeting. And you can do that with Facebook. You utilize a piece of code called the Facebook pixel. Now some people think, oh yeah, I have that because I have a little link to my Facebook page on my website. That's not it. This is actually a piece of code that the visitor never sees. It exists in the header code of your website. Just like if you have Google Analytics, same idea. If you do your own website, it's very easy, take you a couple minutes if that, or if you have a webmaster, they can do this literally in like 60 seconds. But you get this piece of code from Facebook, and what happens is every time someone visits your website, they get targeted. They get a little cookie in their browser so that when they go back to Facebook, Facebook knows that they've been to your website and you can run ads to them. Because here's the bottom line. You're losing customers if you're not utilizing the Facebook pixel. If people are just going to your website and they're looking around, the problem is people get distracted. They go and they're interested in your lessons and all of a sudden they get a little notification that so-and-so mentioned them in a comment on Facebook. Well, human nature is, what did they say about me? And they bounce off of your website and then they forget. They can't remember. People they don't use their history. They're off on something else. The phone rings, the baby's crying, the kettle goes off. There's so many distractions. So when people bounce off of your website, you have to have a way to go back after them. And I'll tell you the little email thing about getting your free newsletter. First of all, are you even writing a newsletter? And second of all, do you want to be on the mailing list for another newsletter? Nobody wants newsletters. And that's something, it's a whole different topic, but that's not going to get people to get into your email list. So you can basically pixel these people. They go back to Facebook and now you can run ads just to them. People who've been to your website. These are called warm audiences. Cold is people who don't know you. Warm is now these people know who you are, at least on some level. They've been introduced to you so that when you run an ad to them, you're not unfamiliar and you're going to have a much better chance of converting these people. It's actually, retargeting is incredibly powerful. And this is the way that I've done a lot of building of my business, is by retargeting people. So my little bonus mistake here that ties into pixeling or retargeting is not using content marketing. What is content marketing? Well, content marketing is simply providing great content. And I'm sure you've maybe written a few blog posts here and there, but I want you to consider really writing something of incredible value that the visitor, when they go to your website, is really going to get something from that. Because if all you do is they go to your website and it's just you telling them, hey, become my student, you're asking for this sale too soon. You know, human beings and the way we interact with each other, relationships have a certain process they go through, and asking for the sale is kind of like the creepy person at the bar that's asking you to marry them. You know, it's moving along too fast. We get that uncomfortable feeling. What you need to do is introduce yourself through great content. And when you have great content, it's going to build authority and it's going to build trust. If you give the visitor something of great value, they're going to remember you. And when you combine that with pixeling and you retarget them, it really becomes a great path to getting customers. And it's a better path for you as a business owner, and it's a better path for the potential customer because they've gotten value from you, and now when they see your ads again, they're going to have a different reaction. And then when you give them some type of offer, whether it's a free introductory lesson or you're going to have an open house, whatever it is that you want to get people to do, they're more likely to do it if they've consumed your content. So you use retargeting, you build your business through content, to retargeting, through paid Facebook advertising. And I'm telling you, you can truly grow your business.